Are you home right now, Lisa?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm heading home right now.
What? Already?
I can already see the house. I'll be there immediately.
Now's not a really good time. I've got an online meeting coming up.
It's fine. Just do your work. I'll just come and leave without bothering you. Just leave the door unlocked, will you?
The door's already unlocked. What are you going to be doing here?
What? Isn't it obvious? I'm just coming to give you some food I cooked.
Mrs. Johnson, I appreciate the gesture, but I don't really need the food. We've already got a lot of food to eat at our house.
But I'm sure my son wants to eat his mother's food once in a while. I made a lot just so I could give you some.
You do know that I'm a food researcher, right? I make all kinds of food every day. I always serve my family the best food. So we really do have enough to eat, Mrs. Johnson.
Quit bragging. You say you're a food researcher, but you basically just do housework, right? It's not much more than being a housewife.
Actually, no. I pity my son and grandchildren for having to eat the things you make for this hobby of yours. Put yourself in their shoes for once, won't you? I don't make food as a hobby. The recipes I make have been well thought out, and I'm proud to release them to the public. It's not like I force them to eat the failures I make as well. I have confidence in every aspect of my cooking: taste, nutrition, and looks.
Well, they do look good, I guess. But there's no way that they're healthier than old-fashioned food that I make. It's food that my son has been eating since he was born, after all. Nothing tastes better than the mother's cooking.
I get it. Leave your food at our house if you wish. We'll eat it gratefully.
You should have said that at the start. You really are a strange wife.
But please don't take any food from our house, alright? You always take food to eat for dinner, don't you?
I already took some.
What? You already got here?
The food I brought is in the fridge. I took some food in return.
You didn't take the salted pork, did you?
You mean the big slab of pork? It looked like it was about to rot, so I brought it home.
I had it prepared from the day before, and we were planning on eating it tonight. It's my son's favorite, so please bring it back.
But I'm already on my way home. If you didn't want me to take it, then you should have written a note saying so. How confusing.
But didn't you just suddenly barge in?
What do you mean, barge in? I brought some food because I was worried about my son's health.
I'm grateful for the food you gave, but please don't take food from us. My son and husband always look forward to the food I make. They even ask me what's for dinner every evening.
You're saying that your food, which only looks good, is better than my cooking? Don't be ridiculous. Is it fun making fun of others' goodwill?
Mrs. Johnson, I'm going to tell you this straight. What you're doing is a nuisance. Please don't bring any of your food anymore.
What? You've got some nerve saying such things. Such a rude wife. Ungrateful, too. Remember this. I brought some meat and potatoes today.
What? You came over to our house today?
You're so careless leaving your son alone in the house.
It's fine, it's just for a short while. He's already in elementary school after all.
Your son was there, so I went in and left some food.
Didn't I tell you that it was fine if you didn't bring any more food?
Today's the last day. You tell me that my food is unwanted even when I'm bringing it out of goodwill. To be honest, you hurt my feelings, so I won't be bringing any more food.
It's fine if all you do is bring food, but I don't understand why you always have to insult my work and take home the food my family's been looking forward to.
Insult? But I've only been saying the truth. You say you're a food researcher, but that's basically just a housewife that only cooks, right?
I don't really think insulting a job like that is a good idea. If you say things like that in public, people are going to call you out.
Stop scolding me. You're just my son's wife, right?
Why not just stop doing things that will get you scolded? Oh, and about the meat and potatoes, you do know that my son and husband can't eat it, right?
Really?
There's no way you didn't know this. Oh, and I'm currently on a diet, so I won't be able to eat it either.
Don't waste the food I brought. Eat it, will you? I made a lot.
A lot?
Enjoy the flavor, okay? Someone whose job revolves around food won't just throw it out, right?
Fine, I'll eat it.
Oh, and I brought some of the soup you made with me, alright?
Again?
I'll stop bringing you food since you hate it so much. But I'll come and take some food every now and then, alright? I need to check if the food you're giving to your family is safe to eat.
What do you mean, check?
I'd hate if my son or grandson fell ill because of your cooking, you see. Take care of the meat and potatoes, okay? It's sure to be better than the food you make.
Lisa, just what are you thinking?
Andy, what's the matter?
My mother collapsed because of the food you made. What did you give her? You must have put some sort of poison in there, didn't you?
Poison?
It's the curry you made! She collapsed right after eating the curry you made. Her mouth was foaming. She hit her head and had to get stitches.
I'm pretty sure she's the one who made that.
Mother said that she was pushed by you.
So, that's how it is. Andy, that's a lie she must have told you.
A lie?
I'll show you my smartphone. So take a look at the conversations your mother and I have been having. I've never given her any of my food willingly. She always just takes the food from my fridge.
Why would she do such a thing?
She always insults my cooking. Maybe she thought just taking our food was wrong. So she always left some of her food, which we didn't ask for as well. I told her to stop, but she wouldn't.
Is this true?
Ask my husband if you want. The food he wants to eat is always taken, and in return, he's always given food he doesn't want. He's pretty unsatisfied with the whole situation as well. Now she just takes her food without giving anything, though.
But you said Mother was the one who made the curry, right?
2 days ago, Mrs. Johnson brought some meat and potatoes. But my son and husband hate it, and I'm on a diet. So my husband turned the meat and potatoes into curry so that they could eat it.
You're saying that's what Mother ate?
She must have snuck in and stole it again without knowing that it was something she made in the first place.
You guys didn't eat it?
I had a small taste, but I was fine. But it must be the curry's fault that my stomach feels strange. I'm glad I noticed before my son and husband ate it. I wonder what was in those meat and potatoes.
Did Mother know that you were the only one who could eat the meat and potatoes? I wonder if this means that she put something in it to make you sick.
That must be the case. We've had arguments over my cooking previously. This must have been her trying to get revenge.
I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of my own mother.
How is she?
She hit her head and was unconscious for a while, but she's regained consciousness and has been insulting you ever since.
Her attitude towards me has been terrible since a while back. She always insults my work. I don't know what she put in those meat and potatoes, but this is a crime, right?
Yes, it is. Quite a heavy one as well.
Why don't we meet and talk things over, Andy? I'll show you how my mother has been treating me.
Ugh, my head hurts. The doctor said that there may be after effects. That Lisa is such a bitch. I'll have George divorce her as soon as I leave the hospital.
What are you talking about, Mother? Isn't it your own fault you collapsed?
What are you talking about? It's because that bitch of a wife put some sort of poison in the curry I ate. It's her fault that...
But aren't you the one who made it? You still haven't noticed? The curry you ate was originally the meat and potatoes you gave her.
What? The meat and potatoes? You forced her to take it, right?
No one would eat it, so they turned into curry, she said. The one you stole and ate.
That was... I guess it did kind of smell like meat and potatoes.
It's so lucky that you were the one who ate it and not them. I'm glad only you were the one who got hurt.
What do you mean by that?
You know what you did was a crime, right? What if Lisa was the one who got hospitalized? Just imagining it makes me shiver.
What is it with you? Quit over-exaggerating.
But didn't you just collapse and hit your head? If it was Lisa and not you, then you truly would be the criminal.
What do you mean, criminal?
I don't know about these after effects of yours, but I know that I won't be helping you all right. I'm not even going to visit you in the hospital anymore.
You plan on leaving your mother?
Yes. Goodbye.
This is Lisa. It seems you ate the curry and collapsed, and that there was foam coming out of your mouth. Just what did you put in those meat and potatoes?
You bitch! Why'd you turn the meat and potatoes into curry?
Because no one would eat it. My husband and son would eat it as long as it tasted different.
You really are bothersome.
Well, I did leave it as it was for one day, but neither my son or husband would eat it. I thought that reusing the ingredients would be better than just throwing it away. I'm so glad you stole it before anyone else could eat it.
So you didn't even eat a bit of what someone gave you as a gift.
I had a little as a taste test. My stomach felt strange after that, though. I'm thinking of going to the doctor if it gets worse.
Why didn't you eat it? I told you to eat it, all right?
And didn't I tell you that I couldn't? Did you hear a word I said?
Right? Shut up. You've insulted me again. You better get ready for when I get out of the hospital.
Shouldn't you be worrying about yourself more? It seems that Andy won't be talking to you anymore. My family plans on doing the same. I told George about what happened, and it seems he was quite disappointed in you.
What? Even George?
Anyway, Mrs. Johnson, is what you're saying about the after effects true?
Yes. The doctor said something about how there might be abnormalities in the brain. He said that there might be numbness in the feet and hands, and even memory loss later on. And you're saying that you all are going to leave me?
Yes. You no longer have any family to support you, so good luck on your own.
You wretch!
Do you still plan on taking that attitude towards me? Why don't you take a moment and think about the situation you're in? As long as I don't forgive you, there's no way your family will either.
You're telling me to apologize.
Nothing good will come if you keep taking that attitude. You'll probably never see your children ever again. Oh wait, I guess that's already guaranteed.
Don't steal my children from me.
There's something I want to ask you. Just what did you put in those meat and potatoes?
That was pesticide, but I only put a little.
But you collapsed and foamed from your mouth, so it must have been pretty strong. Anyone knows that pesticide is toxic. It would have been really bad if a child had eaten it. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't forgive you.
But you're the one who started it by refusing my cooking.
In my opinion, cooking is something that's supposed to make people happy. It's the central idea of my work. You have no right to go around giving people that food of yours. Please live the rest of your life alone, so that no one will have to eat your cooking ever again. After that, it seems that Mrs. Johnson was quite troubled by the aftereffects of hitting her head. Decline in language ability, numbness of the hands and feet, insomnia, and decline of vision were just some of the symptoms. It seems that she has to undergo rehabilitation. She had no family to support her, and it seems she really had to do it all by herself. But she must have lost the will, and eventually stopped going to the hospital and now just stays in her house. I sometimes meet Andy, and we get along for the most part. She's apologized to me for what her mother did, but it's not her fault. As someone whose job revolves around cooking, I can't forgive what Mrs. Johnson did. What she did was a straight crime. I, on the other hand, will continue to make food that makes people happy.
Claire, I have some big news. I just found out I'm pregnant too. We will be best buddies during our pregnancies.
Really? Oh, congratulations, Emma!
Thanks. I'm sure we'll have our ups and downs, but we will get through them together.
Oh, for sure. I'm glad I have someone so close who will understand what I'm going through.
I want to provide the best education and environment for the child, so I've already started to look into all the possibilities. I will share all the information I find with you.
Thank you. Wow, Emma, you're so determined. I can't think that far ahead yet. I think I'll focus on delivering this baby first.
You're totally right. Our top priority should be to deliver our baby safely.
Well, the baby has finally arrived. She was 4 days past her due date. I guess she was too comfortable inside. Have you seen her pictures?
I did. I can't stop laughing. She looks horrible. I thought she was a monkey.
Huh? Oh, perhaps. But I think most newborns are like this.
No, she's clearly on the ugly side. What's her name?
We named her Gina.
Gina? That's a very ordinary name.
Maybe. Have you decided what you'll name yours?
Marilyn, isn't it such a pretty name?
Yes, very.
Oh yeah, after my baby arrives, I want to take baby massage classes, so we should go together. I hear it's great for the baby.
I see. Well, I think it might be too much for my daughter's sensitive skin, so I think we'll pass.
Are you sure? That's a bummer. I thought we could take classes together.
Sorry.
Marilyn, I heard you got accepted to the summer program you wanted to go to. Congratulations. Thanks. You are amazing. Plus, you signed with a modeling agency, right? Wow, word got out quickly. I was approached by someone from the agency when we were visiting the city. My mom got super excited and kind of went ahead with it. They approached you on the street? But I'm not surprised. You are really pretty. I just happened to be there when they were looking, I guess. I'm actually not really interested in modeling. I prefer to be in the library studying what I love. What about you? Do you like studying? No, I don't really like it. My mom and I talked about getting a tutor to boost up my grades, but I don't really want to. You've had a tutor for a couple years already, right? And I heard you take all kinds of lessons every day. Yeah, I do. Ballet on Monday, swimming on Wednesday, piano on Thursday, home tutor on Tuesday and Friday, French and jazz dance on the weekends. Wow, but when do you rest? I have to study for a couple more hours after those classes too. So I'm always lacking sleep. I mean, I don't mind studying, but I wish I had more time for myself. I would too if I were you. Oh, but my piano teacher is out of town this week, so I don't have any plans. Hey, do you want to come over to my house? Let's study together. I can teach you if you're having a hard time with something. Really? Oh, but I don't know. You really don't like studying, do you? But if you cover all the basics now, it will make your life in high school so much easier. You're right. Okay then. I haven't seen you in a while anyway, so I'll come over. Great. Thursday then.
Hello, Marilyn. Do you have a minute?
Hi, Auntie Claire. What's up?
Remember the other day Gina went over to your house? Gina's been acting a little weird since then. Like she's upset about something, maybe? Do you know what happened?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, maybe it's something else then. Sorry to bother you.
Is she okay?
Well, she seems very sad and she's not eating very much. She's usually a very happy, active girl.
She seemed normal when she was here.
I see. I wonder what's going on with her.
Wait, Auntie Claire, can you do me a favor? I want to check something.
Hi, Emma. Can I ask you something?
Oh, hi Claire. It's been a while. I haven't heard from you in ages.
It looks like the kids are staying in touch. But yes, you're right, we haven't spoken in a while. I actually tried to avoid talking to you as much as possible.
Oh well, I'm assuming you didn't message me to tell me that. I'm quite busy, you know. I have to go to my daughter's model agency for a meeting. So can you make it quick?
It's Gina. She's been acting a bit weird ever since she visited your house the other day. Do you have any idea why?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think something happened. She's been quite gloomy since then.
Maybe it's because she finally understands her place. She seemed like she didn't before.
What do you mean, her place?
I had to teach her when she was here that she's no good enough to be hanging out with Marilyn.
What? You said that? To a child?
I taught her because she's a child. It's important they learn these things early on.
What are you talking about?
You know, not only is my daughter beautiful, but she excels in everything. School, sports, you name it. I don't want her to be badly influenced by lower people. Gina wasn't blessed with a brain or her looks.
How could you be so mean? Do you know how sad she's been? You hurt my daughter.
I only taught her the truth, because clearly her parents don't seem to get it neither. You should consider saving money for Gina's plastic surgery. She looks quite awful when she's next to Marilyn.
Mom, I can't believe you. You are the worst.
Huh? Why are you calling me Mom?
It's me, Marilyn. I'm next to Auntie Claire right now. I've been watching you two message back and forth.
Nice try. You're a bad liar. It's not funny at all, actually. I took Marilyn to her swimming lesson earlier. There's no way she can be at your place.
I didn't go inside after you dropped me off. If you think I'm lying, you should call and confirm. Or you might be receiving a call soon. My coach is probably wondering where I am since I've never missed a lesson. You know, because I excel at everything.
Huh? Are you serious?
Yep, I asked Auntie Claire to come get me because I wanted to see how Gina is doing.
See Gina? Why?
Auntie Claire messaged me a couple of days ago. She said Gina's been acting weird since she had come from our house. She seemed normal when I was with her, so I thought maybe you had done something to Gina. Because you're always competing against Auntie Claire, and you talk badly of Gina. I have always been embarrassed of you saying mean things about other people.
What?
Mom, you always praise me through talking badly of other kids. If you're so happy for my accomplishments and want to praise me, just say so. Why do you need to add mean comments? You embarrass me when you do that. I actually like my friends. I like Auntie Claire and Gina.
I'm proud of you, Marilyn. What is so wrong about being proud of my daughter?
There is definitely something wrong with you. You make me take all these lessons every day. On top of that, you make me study for hours. I even fainted once from sleep deprivation. You only feed me salad so that I don't gain weight. A loving mother would not treat her daughter like to please you, but I've had enough.
Marilyn, what's gotten into you? You wouldn't say such things to your mother.
I have been saying, Mom. I told you over and over that I don't want to do all that, but you never listened. So I gave up and stopped saying it. But I won't be your puppet anymore, and I won't forgive you for hurting Gina.
Forgive? What are you going to do then, huh?
Auntie Claire is asking Dad to come over to her house. I'm telling him everything you did. I'll show him your conversation with Auntie Claire. And then I'm going to ask him to divorce you.
What? You can't make us get a divorce.
I think I can. Dad was always against me modeling, and he never liked how you kept me busy. I know you two fight all the time because of it. In the end, you would always get hysterical, crying and breaking things. The only way for you to quiet down was for us to accept your way. You always got what you wanted.
He doesn't understand your potential.
What potential? You can't force someone to have potential. Dad said to me before that I can tell him when I've had enough, that he would fight for me. He truly cares about me, more than you do.
That's not true. There's no one on earth who cares about you more than I do.
If you really care about me, stay away from me. Please. Bye.
Hold on a minute, Marilyn. Listen to me. I've been doing everything for you. You can't possibly just cut me out like that after all I've done for you.
Marilyn went upstairs.
You? What did you do? How did you talk to my daughter into this?
I didn't say or do anything. Marilyn decided herself.
You're trying to steal my daughter. You piece of trash.
Why do you hate me so much? You were nice to me until we had our daughters. Did I ever do something to offend you?
Yes, you did.
Well, what is it? Please tell me.
You always made me look back. Every family gathering we went to, you carried some high-end purse, appealing to everyone that you're a privileged housewife. You were always polished, looking happy.
Huh?
Meanwhile, I had to keep working, wearing my tired clothes and hair all messy. How come you had it easy and not me? I'm better looking than you are. I should have had a better life. It's not fair.
I didn't know you felt that way.
Then I realized you got an easy life because you went to a famous college. I mean, that's your only trait.
Everything you're saying about me has absolutely nothing to do with our daughters. You have no reason to bully Gina.
Reason? The reason is that she's your daughter. She's like an avatar of you. When I first saw her, I finally thought that I can win against you. I knew that having Marilyn would put me above. If she's prettier and smarter, I can be so much happier than you.
You are unbelievable.
That's why I raised her perfectly, with the right food, education, clothes, toys. I didn't compromise anything. But my husband thought I shouldn't be so strict about everything. And I thought, what the hell? He doesn't understand how important it is to start off correctly. He tried to get it in the way of my perfect plan. Did you know what he said to me?
I wouldn't know.
He said that I should look at how you are raising your daughter. That you're doing so well, letting Gina run around free. And how my plan would put too much burden on Marilyn and the family. But it only made my commitment firmer. I swore to myself that I will raise Marilyn to be perfect, and her perfection will prove that I was right all along.
So that's why you forced your values onto your daughter. If what my brother had said to you hurt your feelings, I apologize on behalf of him. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to how we raise our children. But Marilyn is not a tool. Oh, shut up.
Don't you dare try to scold me. Who the hell do you think you are?
You see now, though, don't you? And it sure didn't prove that you were correct.
Stop! How can you say that? I worked so hard. I don't deserve any of this.
I think you need time away from your daughter. You need to reflect on what you've done. And find what you're missing not only as a mother, but as a person.
You think you're perfect or something?
Absolutely not. I'm never sure if what I'm doing as a mother is right. You may think I always seem happy, that I've had it easy, but back then, I was going through difficult fertility treatments to have Gina. I'm not saying this because I want you to feel sorry for me. I'm telling you because I want you to realize that what you see is only the surface of things. That everyone has their hardships.
Ugh, I see. You treat me like I'm stupid. What am I supposed to do? If Marilyn is gone, I'll have nothing left. This is all your fault. You can't take away my daughter and husband.
Your value is not something your child is responsible for. She is not your tool, nor your avatar. Your family is leaving you because you couldn't understand those simple facts.
No, I don't accept. I can't have lost, not to you.
Stop comparing to someone else, Emma. I don't want to say this, but what you're doing is really low.
Hey, Mom, can I go to the library with Marilyn tomorrow?
Oh, is Marilyn okay now?
Yes, she was a little sad at first, but she knows staying away from Auntie Emma is better for her.
I see. How about you? Are you okay? I'm so sorry you had to go through all of that because of us.
No, I'm okay. Marilyn kept apologizing to me in tears, saying how sorry she was that her mom said horrible things to me. I know Marilyn would feel like she'd have to keep apologizing to me, so I stopped being upset. And I want to be able to help Marilyn now.
You are so strong, Gina. And Marilyn is such a kind-hearted girl. She is so mature.
Right? I like her. She's my best friend.
Afterwards, my brother dragged Emma over to our house so she would apologize to me and Gina. It took a while, but in the end, my brother and Emma got a divorce. Emma had claimed sole custody of Marilyn. But Emma's strict ways were nearly abusive, considering how it was affecting Marilyn's health. So, the court ruled that my brother should have her custody. Emma could not give up on Marilyn, so she tried to lure her after school. Marilyn immediately called for help so she was not taken by her mother. Emma now has a restraining order against her own daughter, and was later taken to her parents. I recently heard that she'd been admitted into the psychiatric ward of a hospital from suffering a heavy depression. We were all saddened that she never understood what Marilyn or my brother was trying to tell her. But now that Marilyn is away from her mother, she's been able to do the things she always wanted to do. She switched to the public school where Gina attends, and quit her modeling agency as well as most of her after-school lessons. Using the free time she finally got, Marilyn studies in the library where she likes it best. The girls are best friends now, and they're having a great time together. They make a really good team. I hope they cherish their friendship forever.